Hi, kings, queens, and in-betweens. Welcome to Tea with T.E.S. That's T.E.S. That's my initials, Tracey Erin Smith. And we're here today with Daniel Fernandez.
Yeah!
Yoo-hoo! Yes, we are.
Delicious.
And we are drinking mint tea today out of my grandmother's teapot and true china teacups. So Daniel, cheers. And welcome to Tea with T.E.S. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. So
Love that.
let's start with something general.
Yeah.
How is it going for you so far being a participant on Drag Hill Season 2?
It's been so much fun. The cast is amazing and so supportive. And we're already so close. I feel like we're like super connected, but I wasn't expecting for it to be so emotional. And I'm loving it though. It's places inside of me that I fear going by myself, but in such a supportive environment, so easy.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Why do you think that this group who just met, not that long ago, has bonded in the way that they've bonded?
One, it's just who they are. I mean, I feel like everyone has their own struggles and are so easy to connect with everyone else's struggles. And I think there's kind of although we have all different stories, I feel like we can relate to each other's struggles, And I think everyone's just so open and ensuring that it is a safe place because we are sharing a lot of vulnerable things. We're spilling our hearts out on stage, and if one person is not supportive at all, then all of a sudden it becomes, do I trust you guys? Can I say what I would like? Am I allowed to say these things? Yeah.
So that's an amazing observation. So I had a class a number of years ago where everybody was doing what I would call getting naked in the pool. Like everybody was doing what you guys are doing in terms of sharing their hearts and their souls and really taking emotional risks and being vulnerable. But I had one participant who was not doing that. And I took them aside and I said, you are not allowed to be the only person sitting with clothes on at the edge of the pool. Either you take off your clothes and you get in the pool and swim with us, or you're out. And so, and it does, like, people only notice they're naked if someone's walking around with clothes on.
Yeah.
So that everyone in this group has gotten naked, emotionally naked.
Emotionally naked.
Next week, we do want to sell tickets. We want to sell lots of tickets. But,
okay.
Yeah. But so your background is as an actor and a TV host, is that right? Okay, so can you tell me a bit about that, and then we'll go to the other places.
There is a certain look that the media wants from men. And it's this buff, strong, sculpted, low voice kind of guy. And to get a part in a lot of TV shows, they're looking for what, like, the general public thinks a man is.
Right.
And it's a struggle because you see it everywhere on Instagram, on Twitter, in all kinds of media. It's always some of the most successful accounts out there are of shirtless men with rippling abs and like, I get it, I love it, it's cute, it's sexy, but that's the standard that I felt I was putting onto myself, especially when trying to make it into the film scene. So I've been struggling a lot with that. And I, like, all throughout, I would say before I graduated, I was like overweight. I was like huge. And I was like, I'm not gonna be able to get a job. I like, if I like this. And that's just the wrong mentality of why I should have lost the weight. I should have lost it because I wanted to be healthy, or like thinking about my future, and like I want to start a family and want to be fit, like healthy for them. But instead it was, I had a toxic mindset that was like, no, I need to lose it so that I can get jobs, so I can look this way and be popular or be famous or be successful. So did it for the wrong reasons.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that with me. I think that film and TV and sometimes theater is the great equalizer in terms of the oppression that women have felt to look a certain way. Men start to experience that as well, feeling like they have to lose weight. But then also, I still think it's much harder on women, I have to say. But
No.
another thing that you mentioned in terms of being cast was walking into an audition room and being cast for a certain part and hearing them whisper something about you and then something to do with boxes. Would you mind?
Yes. There was one audition in particular. It was for an African slave. And she was like, okay, let's try you for this. So I walk into the audition space, and immediately, without me even saying a word, the two casting directors leaned over to each other and started whispering. And I overheard them say, he's not black enough. And immediately, it like dawned on me. I was like, maybe that's the reason why I haven't been getting all these parts. I have to be put into these boxes. And I had a conversation with my agent about it, being like, is this where we're at right now? Is this what's happening in the media? And she said, a lot of the times I'm not Asian enough to play the Asian roles. I'm too black to play the Asian roles. I'm too Asian to play the black roles. And if you don't fit in one of those two, then they go cast a white person. And it's hard because families are blended now, and it's frightening that if you're not either or, then you're not even looked at, which is not a message I want to be sending out.
No.
Yeah.
So how has that made you feel about your own career as a performer? Does it make you want to fight against it and go deeper into traditional acting where people do cast that way? Or do you want to create your own stuff?
No,
I have an obvious bias of like, please create your own
Yeah,
stuff.
I do want to create my own stuff. Yeah. And like with the TV show that we mentioned, I'm now behind it. And now I have a little more power to make those decisions.
So you're a producer now on the show that you used to be the host.
Yes.
So you're more in a decision-making role, and you can choose who's in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Ontario is filled with a colorful array of kids of different shapes and sizes. And I want to make sure that the content I produce always has a variety of kids in it that are represented. There was one time I wore a tutu on the show, and I got called into my boss's office, and they said that they received a bunch of complaints from parents saying boys aren't allowed to wear tutus. That's ridiculous. Like, anyone should be able to wear whatever they want. Ballet dancers always wear tutus. We shouldn't be putting these limits on kids, and I want to make sure that if a kid, a boy, wants to wear a tutu while we're Skyping with them, he should be able to. Or if a little girl wants to wear a Spider-Man outfit or a Superman outfit, she should be able to.
Speaking of the children and the young humans, if there are some biracial kids out there or gender fluid or whatever, what would you say to them if you could speak right now directly to them?
Just go for it. Keep doing it until they actually see you, you know? Keep going out for those auditions. They will see you. They will notice that they can't keep doing that, you know? They will notice that you are talented for your skills, not for how you look. So, and make your own stuff. Make your own stuff. Be strong. Make your own stuff. If you're not getting those, but just keep pushing. Show them that you are worth being in front of the camera or on stage, and you will be seen for who you are in whatever role you want.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, you heard it here first. You deserve to be seen. Thank you, Daniel.
No, my pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
They say there's no doing it on your own. Got you thinking you're all alone. Hold up, step back, breathe in, I'm here, play. Take a second to look around.